Alright guys, welcome back. Let's go ahead and continue right on where we left off with the 5th battle. Going up against a Fisherman, rather. And, whoa, he's got a Dragonite and Gyarados, so very powerful Pokemon already. So this should prove to be exciting. And it's only the 5th trainer. So here we go with round 5. He's going to lead off with Quagsire, and that's a good lead, considering that I am not using anything that's going to be too powerful against Quagsire. I don't really have a super effective move here. So we are just going to have to go with the return, and that looks like it will be a 3-hit KO, sadly. And he's going for a Dynamic Punch. And that's going to hit and confuse me, so that is quite unfortunate. I don't want to stay in with that. That's just not something I want to do, obviously being confused. And since it's going to be a 3-hit KO anyway, besides Quagsire is rather defensively bulky, so I figure Alakazam should be able to handle this. It is going to go for a Surf, so that should do. That does a decent amount to me. So I'm going to set up a light screen because I don't really want to take any damage. I figure he's going to go for a Dynamic Punch, even though I am resistant to it. I figure he wants to get that confusion. Luckily, it's 50% accuracy. Really not that reliable, and he goes ahead and misses that second time, so that's good. Hopefully this will take it out. I think it might. And it does. Quagsire, yeah, again, not as special defensive as defensive, so there we go. Well, look how sad that Fisher guy looks like he's scared or something. I don't even... and his name is Chase. It's funny because, you know, Wild Chase and stuff. So he's going to go into Lantern here, and again, obviously I do have the Earthquake from my other guys, but I'm just going to stay in. Go for that Psychic. And that will be possibly a 3-hit KO, possibly a 2-hit KO. It's unsure right now. My Alakazam is now crippled in speed. And he's going to go for Whirlpool. It's a very interesting move to use. Whirlpool is pretty low accuracy, it has low damage, it does keep you wrapped, but I would never be caught with Whirlpool. So unfortunately, it looks like it is going to be able to survive. So it's just going to go for a Surf this time, get as much damage in on me as we can. I do still have that light screen up, so this should not do anything. Yeah, it does like 40 damage. And I don't get hit by paralysis. This is looking good. And just like that, Lantern goes down. Now he's down to his last Pokemon. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dragonite or Gyarados. And there is Gyarados. Gyarados, unfortunately, really not too great in 1st through 3rd generation. Because his monster attack stat, he really doesn't have access to that great attacks. Obviously here, Bite, a dark attack, not a physical attack. So it really sucks, but Gyarados becomes a boss in Generation 4. And again, that's going to be a 3-hit KO, so Pokemon getting stronger here, being able to take more hits, making this a little bit more challenging. He's just going to go for a Hydro Pump this time. This will do way more damage. And unfortunately I do get hit by the paralysis there, so that blows. I'm just going to stay in because I don't really want to switch out. I don't really care about the perfect continues, I'm not going to lose anyway. Boom! That's right, I'm that good. So unfortunately Alakazam cannot hold on any longer. So we're just going to go into Kangaskhan and finish this thing off with a return. I'm pretty sure I'll be quicker. Let's take a look here. Boom. Oh no, it's gonna be able to live. Hydro Pump does little damage. Again, Kangaskhan has great defenses. That's why I use Kangaskhan over Snorlax. They have access to very similar attacks, but I feel that Kangaskhan has greater attack and greater defenses, along with greater speed. I don't run Curse on Kangaskhan, but Kangaskhan also has access to a fighting move, two fighting moves really, whereas Snorlax does not. Anyway, we defeat the 5th guy, and that took a little longer than I thought it would. Already 5 minutes in here. Almost 6 minutes now, so hopefully we can speed up these next 2 battles and get them out of the way. We're going up against a scientist next. And he's got all sorts of Pokemon all over the place. Well, we'll see how this goes. So just 8 trainers left now, myself included. And he's going to lead off with a Voltorb thingy, or Electrode, either one. And I already know he's going to be faster than me, so I'm just going to go for a Curse right away here. I figure he'll probably go for Thunder, or Swagger, so that's... Luckily he misses there, so that's good, because if I were to hit myself in confusion with a +3 attack, he's going to go for it again. So, get the kind of Berserk Gene thing going on here, so we'll see how this goes. I do get the attack off, and that will obviously KO with a +3 Earthquake. And that thing will go down. What's its name? Trodlab? Trodlab? I don't even... And of course the scientist looks like he's gonna throw up or something. I don't even know. So Persian, the overpowered Pokemon of Generation 1, is here in Generation 2. Whoa, and he's got Iron Tail. This is gonna do quite a bit if it hits. It does, and actually that's right, I do have that +1 defense, so I am able to take that. Luckily, getting the Ancient Power off, this will obviously KO with a +3 attack. So we're making up for lost time here with these one-hit KOs. He's going into Crobat now. So this should be it, unless I hit myself in confusion, which I very well might. That does nothing. Luckily I don't hit myself in confusion, so this will obviously KO the Crobat, minus a Focus Band or Bright Powder, but as we clearly see, it does not have one of those items. And so that was fairly quick. Just like that, we will move on to round 7, the semi-final of this Prime Cup tournament. Craig very unhappy, poor guy. Craig. What kind of name is that for a scientist? If you're a scientist and your name is Craig and you're watching this, I would be amazed, since there's only like 5 people that watch this. So we've got a Skier here, and she's got some ice Pokemon. So, actually I think I'll lead with you, you, and you. Obviously not going to go with Dragonite, as Ice is Dragonite's. It's too bad Dragonite is flying. If they gave him, like, something really good with typing. Like Dragon Fire or something, I don't know. I think that'd be pretty cool. So she is leading off with Mr. Mime. I'm just going to go for the Swords Dance first turn here. Unfortunately, she appears to be quicker, which sucks. I really got to take a look at Scissor's speed. I don't understand why. I thought Scissor was supposed to be like this super fast Pokemon. Most bug Pokemon are pretty quick, so I'm a little confused with that. So we both raise our stats there. Hopefully I won't miss. That would really be terrible. And we're just going to go for Steel Wing. It should KO with a +2. And whoa, there's some FPS going on with that. Whoa, dipping down to 30 and stuff. That's pretty annoying. That's going to look terrible. Oh well, I don't really want to edit it out, so get mad. So unfortunately I do miss there, and that really is annoying. Not really sure what he's going to do, if he's going to go for Toxic or something. Oh, he's going to Baton Pass. So with Baton Pass, when she switches out here, it's going to keep the stat changes that happen to her. So the two double teams are now on that Lapras. It might not matter though if the Steel Wing hits. And it will hit, but because of she's part water, she will resist that. So I'm just going to go for the Steel Wing again. And I am going to be quicker than this Lapras. And I will hit it again, so that whole thing with the Mr. Mime was a complete waste of time. Which is too bad for her. She did get the one miss, and, you know, I feel that that's fair. So Mr. Mime back out. I'm wondering if she's going to go for the same strategy here of double teaming, and she is. That's not annoying at all. So it does raise its evasiveness, and we are going to go for the Steel Wing. Fortunately, we will miss this time again. And we're just going to keep going for Steel Wing. It's just going to keep going for double team, so that is quite annoying. I figure if we can hit it once, we will KO. And we do hit it this time. And it does go down, so she has not done anything at all, which is pretty funny. That's the problem with just using double team, because you really, if you get hit, you really just don't do anything. And this thing will go down in one hit with Steel Wing. So unless I miss here, because Steel Wing does only have 90 accuracy. But it doesn't, and it will hit it, and it should KO, which it does. So that is going to do it for the semifinals. That was really awful. She should be ashamed of herself with just using double team. Friggin' scumbag. I don't know how she made it to the semifinals, but she did. So now let's move on to the final battle. Round 8. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a cool trainer. And it is going to be a cool trainer. And as you can see, he has quite the team there with Tyranitar, and if you look in the top left corner there, he has a Mew as well. So this is not going to be easy by any means. His team is very well rounded. So let's do this then. This guy was also in Pokemon Stadium, I believe, in the Prime Cup, and he also had a Mew there, along with, I believe, a legendary bird. And he's going to lead off with his Mew, and I'm leading with Kangaskhan, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball. It is going to be super effective, but obviously with a Mew, even with not max stats, it's going to have pretty good defenses, and we'll be able to take a couple of those. I do get a special defense drop, which is really silly considering that what's it called is a physical attack. Mew's gonna go for that Earthquake. It's not gonna do, it's gonna be like a 5-hit KO. Kangaskhan, again, great defenses. And we do land a critical, and that will take down that Mew. So his strongest Pokemon, his Mewster, goes down already. But by any means he is not out of here. He goes into his own normal type, Ursaring. I was considering using Ursaring, and I'm just going to go for the return. I'm not going to go for the submission. I really need to replace submission with whatever the other Revenge, I think it is. I don't know. It's one of the other fighting moves. He goes for Dynamic Punch, and fortunately it misses. I was considering doing Dynamic Punch, but as you can see right there, that's why I would not use it. I could never trust it. So we're just going to hit him with a return here. This might KO. He did restore a little bit with leftovers, but he's not going to be able to recover. Ursaring goes down. And now he is down to his last Pokemon already. And it is his Tyranitar. So we'll hit it with an Earthquake. And fortunately it is quicker than me, and it does have Rock Slide, so we'll see how this goes. I may flinch. It does quite a bit of damage. It is stabbed, and I am going to flinch there. That's quite unfortunate. This is Tyranitar holding strong. It looks like it did have a Quick Claw equipped. I was wondering how it was quicker than me. And I will be able to hit with that Earthquake. As you can see, Tyranitar's bulk, it's going to be a 3-hit KO, even though that is doing around 200 damage. And by 200, I mean, you know, Earthquake has 200 power against him since it is super effective. I actually should probably go for the submission, considering Tyranitar's Quad 4 weakened by it. But it's too late now. I wasn't thinking. Oh well. He goes for the Rock Slide again. And Kangaskhan barely able to hang on there. And unfortunately he does get a Quick Claw proc here, and he's just going to go for the Rock Slide again. But I'm able to hold on with the Focus Band. Kangaskhan, like a boss, will finish this thing off with Shadow Ball. And that's going to do it. So a double item proc there at the end. That's pretty cool looking. So there we go. We've now defeated the Prime Cup, taking out a Mew. And we get a perfect extra continue, which doesn't really matter considering that he's the last trainer. But Marty goes down. And we'll now get the cool little ceremony. Dragonite, who we used once, I believe. So we'll change that in round 2, don't worry. Tyranitar carried a lot of the weight, along with Kangaskhan. Scizor did some work too. And so there is our cool looking Prime Cup trophy. Looks very similar to the trophy awarded in the Orange Crew thing. So that does it for this. Next time we will be taking on the Poke Cup. The Poke Cup unfortunately has 4 different rounds, each of them with 8 trainers, so that could take a while, but I'll make sure to put out each Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, and Master Ball 2 videos at a time, so don't worry. So next time we will be taking on the Poke Cup, so please come and join me and stuff, and thanks for watching!